this computer. Okay. Good evening again, everyone. Today, inshallah, we want to take two skills, a skill 35 and skills, 35 and 36, okay? Let's take a look and see what skill 35 is all about. Skill 35 is about what? It's how, to use, we should be able to use time expressions correctly. By the way, we already took this lesson, okay? But in an indirect way. Like when we say that in the present perfect, we use for and since. For means لمدة. Since معناها منذ. We use this with the present perfect. So when you say, I have lived in Irbid for 10 years. I have lived. Have lived is present perfect, right? Now, for 10 years, is that, like a number of years, right? From two, there's a beginning point, في نقطة بداية, and there is, like not an end that you ended living there, but now, a point where you're the end of the 10 years, okay? Which is now probably, okay? But this is the present perfect. We use with it for, and sometimes we can use since means mundu, all right? When I say something like, yesterday, I went to sleep at 11 o'clock p.m. Okay. So yesterday, see what I used yesterday, that's called a time expression. Time expression is like yesterday, like since 1970, for 10 years. These are the 10 time expressions that we're talking about. So these time expressions, with which tenses do we use them? Okay. So for sense, present perfect. Yesterday, past simple, and so on. All right. So yesterday we even talked about usually. Usually means عادة من العبارات الدالة على الزمن وعادة most of the times it is used with present simple. However, لكن إذا أنا بستخدم verb in the past وفي عندي usually ممكن يكون معناها كنت معتاد. يعني مثلا لما أنا أحكي مثلا I used to live in Irbid. I always lived in Irbid, or I used to go shopping. هيك أحسن. Let me talk about something like this. I used to go shopping when I was younger. A lot, I used to go shopping a lot when I was younger. كثير كنت أتسوق, أحب أروح أتسوق, أنا صغيرة أو أصغر من هيك بالعمر. You can say something like بدل هاي ونفس المعنى. So I went shopping. I always went shopping when I was younger. And it means I used to go shopping when I was younger. It's almost the same in terms of meaning. All right. Yeah. So just to say that we don't use always and usually always with the present simple. Most of the times it's used, but there are cases, في حالات, that you can use it with the past simple. When we're talking about past habit, let me say. All right. So anyway, let's go to the lesson and see. I hope my introduction was kind of, introduces this also a little bit, Often in sentences in the written expression section of the TOEFL test, there is a time expression that clearly indicates what verb tense is needed in the sentence. Okay. What does this mean? Every time expression that you take, كل عبارة دالة على الزمن, they say here, it indicates the verb tense. يعني بصراحة بتيجي مع زمن معين. Okay, tense معين means زمن معين أو فعل معين بمعنى بيعبر عن زمان. All right? Yeah. So what verb tense is needed in the sentence. يعني راح يساعدنا إنه نحدد إيش الفعل المطلوب in the sentence في الجملة, right? So look at this sentence, for example. We moved to New York in 1970. We moved means رحلنا. نحن رحلنا where to إلى New York. When? In 1970. في هذا العام. In 1970. So imagine, you see this line? شايفين هاي الأندرلاين؟ هذا الخط اللي هون. افرضوا إنه moved مش موجودة. And I gave you options A, B, C, D. A, moved, اللي هو الجواب. But you didn't know it was the answer yet. And then I gave you B, moves. C, move. 3 or D, let me say, have moved. Okay? Which one will you choose? You must choose only moved. Do you know why? Because of the time expression. بسبب العبارة الدالة على الزمن هي قيدتني. It limited me. يعني لو كان ما في عندي time expression اللي هي هلا قبل شوي حكيناها in 1970 بتعرفوا بتزبط إنه أقول إنه we moved to New York. we have moved to New York. هدول بزبط. طبعا ما بيزبط معي أحكي moves لأنه moves اللي فيها الS subjects اللي بزبطوا معها he, she and it. And this is we have we here, so it doesn't work with it. Okay? Got the idea? But there will be more than one option correct. كان أكثر من خيار من الخيارات بيكون صح بس يعني اللي صار with this in 1970 it limited, totally limited, you know, my options. It limited them to one option which is move. Got the idea? لأنه أي واحد بعطي عام بالماضي بهي الطريقة الزمن لازم يكون past simple. Okay? So you say something like what, guys? If you lived in a place, you tell me like when did you live in for example Amman, if you lived in Amman and now you live in Irbil. So you give me like the date. Oh, I lived in Amman in the year 1995, something like that. Okay. Oh, you know what? In the past, sometime in the past, I went to work in Oman. Oman, not Amman. Oman. And then I ask you something like, when did you, go to Oman? When did you go? When were you there? And you say something like, I spent 1 year in Oman. I lived there in the year 19, I don't know what, 19 probably 90, let's say. I lived there. See, lived instead of moved. Okay? Yeah. Of course, you can say I was there also. كنت هناك in the year 1990, for example. It's up to you what to say, but the verb has to be in the past, okay? Because you can say that also, but the meaning is different. Okay? So with past simple, we have in a year in the past. Or you can say in a year in the past, we must have here past simple. Okay, because we're talking about the focus is time expressions. So we had left there by 1980. So by, guys, معناها طبعا بالعربي كلمة by بحلول يعني بمجيء هذا العام. Okay, so you were there even before that. يعني إحنا كنا هناك قبل 1980 maybe in New York. Okay, مر علينا سنة سنتين ثلاثة قد ما يكون يعني. اوكي المهم كنا احنا قبل 1980 في منطقة معينة وضلينا مهما كان عدد السنين لحد ما صارت 1980 and then رحلنا. I don't know why. Maybe you got a new job opportunity. Maybe you got bored of the place you were in. Maybe خلص you were fed up and as they say البلاد طلبت أهلها. You want to go back to your country. So it could be that. So we had left there عائدة على أي مكان كنت فيه in the past. All right, there. إحنا تركنا هالمكان there. New York, Oman, UAE, Saudi Arabia, whatever place you were in the past by 1980. بحلول هذا العام. So anyway, الفكرة عشان نقول لكم إنه by 1980 مش بس by 1980 أي عام by أي عام here we use past perfect. Okay? اللي هو this tense had plus verb 3. Why? Again, I want to say why. Why? Because 1980 is what is in the past. هاي بالماضي. And this happened before 1980. Okay? Yeah? Or I'm sorry. Because you were there, I mean, before 1980. And this is the time, sorry, that you left. Okay? Because when you say something like this, by معناته بحلول هذا العام. وأصلا مجرد ما الإنسان بيقول بحلول هذا العام معناته إيش؟ كاين قبل هناك. And this is the time when you stopped or you decided that that's it. يعني I'm sorry about that. Okay? So anyway, يعني to summarize and نلخص الموضوع, whenever you see by with a date like this, past perfect in the exam. Okay? Because I tried to explain to you what it means over here. That's why it's used. Okay, this is present perfect. Look, have or has plus verb 3. That's present perfect. Okay, and I think we spoke about, look, see what it has here? What kind of time expression there is? We have lived in San Francisco. سكننا منطقة بأمريكا اسمها San Francisco since 1982. Can I ask you a question? And I want to see if you are focused. The speaker here who says we يعني هو أفراد أسرته المقصود فيها, maybe him and his family members, all right? So this sentence, does it show that the person left or is maybe still there? What? Does this show we have lived in San Francisco since 1982, that the speaker, the writer of this sentence, is still, in San Francisco, living there? Yes or no? Does he still live there, maybe? So tell me, guys, when you say something like, I have lived in Irbid since 1995. I have lived in Irbid since 1995. Do I still live there? Yes or no?
Yes, still.
Yes. Present perfect, guys. In the present perfect, we don't mean that we quit. It just means that you want to tell me when you began this activity, and when in the past it began. All right. And it doesn't mean that you quit it. Maybe it's still currently happening or going on, whatever it is. All right. So like I told you, I just gave you an example about myself. I have worked. I have worked what? As a professor for probably 13 years. I have worked as a professor. It doesn't mean that I quit when I say I have worked. It means in Arabic لقد عملت كمدرس جامعي أو مدرسة جامعية لمدة 13 سنة. All right? I have worked. All right? So I might say since 2011. Okay? So when you use the present perfect, it means that something began at a particular time in the past, and some of it and it still is going. It went on for some years, some time. I don't know how and then now at the moment, it doesn't mean you're going to quit, but you're just talking about the past experience, because present perfect means that something's in the present. What's the present? Experience of the time that you have done something. And it also could mean that there's a link between the past and the present. That is, you're still doing that action. It doesn't mean it has disappeared, but you're focused on what has finished of it. Okay? يعني نحن بنركز على ايش انتهى منها، بس مش معناها انه completely عملية السكن انتهت. No. So لما واحد يقول شيء زي هيك, we have lived in San Francisco since 1982, بنبلش نعد 82, 90, then 2000, 2010, 22, so 44 years. These people have been in San Francisco for 44 years. How many years have ended, have finished while they were in San Francisco? 42. Does it mean they're going to stop living in San Francisco? No, it does not mean that. يعني هدول الجماعة عاشوا في سان فرانسيسكو لمدة قديش قلنا 44 سنة. مش معناها إنه راح يبطلوا سكن في سان فرانسيسكو. ممكن يجوا زيارة على الأردن, على أوروبا, whatever. But no, they have no plan, to quit. لما واحد يقول جملة زي هيك, we have lived in San Francisco since 1980. He's just telling you about the number of years, they've been there. Okay? In the first example, نقاش الكاتب الكتاب, he says that this example, the time expression in 1970, this time expression, you see it? هاي العبارة لما واحد يقول لك في 1970, it indicates that the verb should be in the simple past. شو مالها هاي بتشير؟ هاي بس نشوف عام زي هيك in, ترى الإن ضرورية, لأنه شوف الفرق in by, in past, by past perfect, okay? So be careful. كلهم أعوام. Since present perfect. So be careful. مش هاي اللي بتتحكم فيه عام 1900 whatever. All right? No. The preposition gives you a totally different meaning. In في هذا العام, by بحلول هذا العام, since منذ هذا العام. See the difference between them in terms of meaning? They're time expressions that control what? The verb. بتحكموا بالverb tense. See? So this indicates that the verb should be in the simple past, etc., which is moved. See? In the second example, this one, the time expression by 1980, this one, بحلول 1980, indicates that the verb should be in the past perfect, which is here had left. Okay? In the third example, في هذا المثال, okay, the time expression since 1982, منذ 82 indicates that the verb should be in the present perfect, have lived. I hope you know my explanation. I don't know. was kind of clearer to you than this explanation, okay? Because I put in some effort, to explain. All right. So some additional time expressions that clearly indicate the correct tense are ago, last, and lately. كمان هدول time expressions بدنا ننتبه لهم. Ago, بتدل على الماضي, okay? I might say something like, she came to this room 5 minutes ago. ترى ago معناها قبل. لما كيف نحكي إحنا بالعامية إجت قبل 5 دقايق, alright? على هالغرفة, على هالمكان, قبل. بس بدنا ندير بالنا كلمة ago بالإنجليزي مش زي العربي. إحنا بنحكي قبل 5 دقايق, قبل سنتين صار هالحكي, alright? In English ago خلص هيك تركيبتها بتيجي بآخر الجملة, ولا بتيجي بأي مكان إلا بآخر الجملة, right? بس من ناحية معنى أو رديف بالعربي, اللي هي زي ما حكينا لكم لما when I say, قبل, like إجا قبل 5 سنين لهون على الأردن وعاش, he came to Jordan 5 years ago and lived here, among the people. See, like that. That's how it's used. Okay. All right. So last, what does last mean? الذي مضى, الماضي. نحكي last week, last night, الليلة اللي مضت, last night. Okay. Last month, الشهر اللي انقضى أو اللي مضى. Last year, العام الماضي, السنة الماضية, like that. Okay. So this is why we last. مش معناه الأخير. إيه اللي إحنا الرديف last هو معنى last معناها ممكن يكون أخير, بس باستخدامات الزمن guys لما نقول last no مش معناها الأخير, معناها الذي مضى, اللي راح, زي كيف لما نحكي بالعامية الأسبوع الماضي, فلاست هون هيك معناها الشهر الماضي, الأسبوع الماضي, السنة الماضية, الليلة اللي مضت, الليلة اللي راحت, like that. Okay. That's really what it means. Okay. فما بنترجم حرفي بهاي الحالة. All right. To understand المقابل بالعربي. All right. Yeah. So last year, like I said, we say last year, last week, last month, and last night. ما بنحكي last day ترى بالإنجليزي, مش مستخدمة ولا موجودة. Last week, last night, like that. Anyway, and then lately معناها مؤخرا. lately مؤخرا بالمعنى العربي, بس كمان لما نحكي إنه مؤخرا معناها الفترة اللي مضت يعني, اوكي, يعني هالأيام والله الكم يوم اللي راحت, هيك يعني بالعامي. اوكي. لما نحكي مؤخرا, اوكي, يا ماشي بالعربي الفصحى, بس عشان أوضح لكم لأنه we speak really what kind of Arabic do we speak? We speak, colloquial Arabic, and I don't know, that's understood more, among people. So المهم إنه نعرف إنه كلمة lately معناها مؤخرا, والمؤخرا معناها بالعامية لما نستخدمها اللي هي لما نقول الفترة اللي مضت هاي البسيطة, اللي يعني فترة الأسبوعين هدول والله اللي راحوا مثلا, like that. Okay. يعني مش كتير زمان. Anyway, some additional time expressions هيهم. شوفوا الأمثلة guys, شوفوهم في أمثلة. She got a job 2 years ago. حصلت على عمل. got معناها حصلت هون على وظيفة. 2 years ago قبل سنتين. She started working last week. بلشت بعملها بشغلها. all right. last week الأسبوع الماضي. She has worked. شوفوا past. so هاي ago مع past, هاي last week مع past. She has worked very hard lately. شوفوا lately present perfect. ليه؟ لأنه شو أنا حكيت لكم هالأسبوعين, which means يعني كأنه ربطنا ما بين النقطة البداية اللي هي من أسبوعين للآن, هي عم تشتغل يعني بطريقة شوي مختلفة عن الفترة اللي مضت, أو اللي مضت قبل الأسبوعين يعني. all right. yeah. so lately يعني مختصر مفيد, ملخص الموضوع, to summarize everything. okay. ago past simple, last week past simple, the verb. these are time expressions. احنا بنحكي عن عبارات تدل على الزمن. أنا حاولت يعني أوصل لكم معناهم بالعربي, بالإنجليزي بطرق تانية يعني you know how they're used, عشان إنه that when somebody uses this, it's going to be in the the tense is going to be past simple. Last week, say past simple. Last week. all right. past simple. lately متذكرين شو حكيت أنا, like these 2 weeks, مش كتير زمان, بس إلها أسبوعين زمان, عم شادة حيلها مثلا بالدراسة, مغيرة أسلوبها. you're gonna hear me. My examples are always gonna be about women most of the times. all right, from now on. okay. So let's give the woman a chance. So she has started very hard. She has worked very hard lately. Lately, present perfect. What if we have Ahmed here? Does anything change? Yes or no? I'm listening.
No.
No.
Good job. Thank you. Nothing changes. How about the men? The men. The team. The men.
There is changes in the team.
The men, because it's plural, we say have worked. But the team, team. Team يعني فريق. The team
has.
Yes, because it's a collective noun, okay? It does have people in it, but we're talking about فريق. So it's really singular, even though it's a collective noun. So in the first example, في هذا المثال, she got a job 2 years ago. In the first example, the time expression, هاي العبارة دالة على الزمن 2 years ago, قبل سنتين, هيك معناها 2 years ago. قبل, شفتوا كيف قبل سنتين وين القبل جاية بالإنجليزي يعني هيك طريقتهم, all right? Indicates that the verb should be in the simple past. هاي بتشير طبعا time expression هاي إنه الفعل لازم يكون simple past. طبعا نقدر نحط اللي بدنا إياه 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 2 weeks ago. مش ضروري years, ممكن weeks. days, 5 days ago. Okay, قبل 5 أيام, قبل أسبوعين, قبل سنتين. You know, you can do that, right? So, yeah. So last week indicates that the verb should be in the simple past. Okay, last week بتشير إنه the verb here should be in the simple past now. Okay, I think that's clear, right? Started here. I want to ask you a question. Is started a regular verb or an irregular verb? Can't hear you. Started, guys, come on.
Regular.
It's regular.
Started.
It's regular because there's an ed here. Every verb. Listen, guys, I want to tell you a secret. Every verb, كل فعل بالماضي له ed كمان زيهن بالverb 3 بالتصريف الثالث. يعني باختصار لما نستخدمه مع ال present perfect او ال past perfect. اوكي؟ لانه اصلا ال past perfect بتطلب جنبه هون verb 3 وال present perfect نفس الشيء verb 3. الفعل اللي بدي استخدمه لازم يكون verb 3. All right? So just, think about that and, keep that in mind. So this helps. In the third example, هذا, the time expression lately, هاي العبارة الدالة على الزمن اللي هي lately, indicates that the verb should be in the present perfect. بتشير إنه هذا الverb has worked. لازم يكون في إيش؟ بالpresent perfect. Okay? Has worked. طبعا I did, more of an explanation than the book did because I told you that, lately معناها مؤخرا. لما نحكي مؤخرا قد يكون المقصود فيها يعني والله الأسبوعين اللي مضن. طب هالأسبوعين اللي مضن إلهن نقطة بداية وإلهن نقطة نهاية. So basically that's why lately, if I like لو بدي أرسمها على اللوح مثلا لكم lately, معناها في lately معناها الآن النقطة النهاية اللي هي مش معناها انتهت بس يعني كوننا عم نحكي جملة عنها. alright? وبلشت قبل أسبوعين يعني بالعمل. So شفتوا هاي المسافة ما بين بداية الأسبوعين وللآن هاي دايما الفترة هاي دايما يستخدم إلها present perfect guys to link between the past and the present. We use present perfect لما نربط عملنا خلينا نحكي عملنا بلش في الماضي ويعني خلينا نحكي قاصدين انه نبين انه عملنا بلش بالماضي ولسه مرتبط بالحاضر لانه احنا ما خلصنا. We're still doing the work and maybe we'll continue. This we use it in the present perfect. وطبعا بالمعنى زي ما حكينا she has worked very very hard lately معناها إلها عم تشتغل يعني بجد مؤخرا ومؤخرا معناها من إلى فترة معينة. فهاي اللينك because you know what الإنسان لما يشتغل كل يوم في تطور في زيادة في تحسن في نتيجة أفضل في something to show the world later on like within the 2 weeks and more. Okay, so with this page we are done. Let's move on to the next one. Hopefully, I don't know, because sometimes what happens is that it's hard, to go to the next page. Like I told you guys, if we don't, make the page smaller. Okay, so let me just go. Oops, I'm sorry about that. Let me just bring this down here. Lynn Lodge, Dr. Amar has finally, and Dr. Ghaith has come. All right, so let's go to this side. Enlarge this more. Okay, as usual, this is what do we call this? What do we call this? This picture, what do we call it? What did we say about it? شو بنسميها هاي in English?
Chart.
Good job. Yes, it's a chart. Yes, it's a chart. Thank you so much. So the following chart, it summarizes, right? It lists time expressions that indicate the correct verb. Look, guys, by 1920, not just 1920, by anything here, past perfect. Yeah, simple past. اللي هو الفعل الماضي العادي you know, the verb has to be in the past. Huh? When we have ago. في مثال هي هون 2 years ago. Okay, what else here? Last year, last week, last. هذول بين أقواس تنصيص المقصود فيهم they could be changed. ممكن تغييرهم. All right, that's why they are between brackets. هذول بنسميهم brackets. All right. So in في هذا العام مهما كان العام بس عام طبعا بالماضي مش بالمستقبل. Okay. طبعا بنحط you know طبعا إذا حطينا هيك time بالمستقبل like in the year 2025 طبعا you cannot use present simple in past simple past anymore لأنه it's the future, it's future, right? So what do you say? In the year or in 2024 what? I will be traveling. All right. What did we say, guys? For example, in the year 20, when's the next World Cup? The next World Cup, guys, help me. In 4 years, is it? Next World Cup. In 4 years, right? So 23, 24, 25, 26. In 2026, the next World Cup will be, see how I'm using it? Will be, I think they said it in Mexico, in America, right? And in Canada. Is that true, guys, or am I wrong? I heard something like that. Okay, so I hope I'm not wrong. Anyway, see, with the future, when the number here refers to the future, that you cannot continue, use the past simple, of course, you know that. Present perfect اللي هو إيش؟ بنسميه إحنا المضارع التام ولكنه نوع من الأزمان التي تدل على إيش؟ حدث بلش في الماضي، ممكن يكون انتهى في الماضي. alright. لكن غالبا مرتبط في الحاضر، وإذا مش مرتبط في الحاضر بيكون نتيجته مرتبطة في الحاضر. alright. يعني this is why لما نحكي I have lived in Irbid for 10 years. Oh, the 10 years have finished, something that are of the past right now. But it doesn't mean I have moved. Maybe I'm still here, okay? In Irbid, if I'm in Irbid when I say the sentence, okay? So anyway, من أزمانه, guys, the time expressions used with the present perfect, you have since, you have lately. And I think I, have discussed both of them very well for you. I hope I have discussed them very well for you. At least that's what I think, all right? Yeah, we have questions. All right. Where are your hands? I don't see any hands up. So let's do it says here, each of the following sentences contains a time expression. كل هالجمل هدول ما شاء الله فيهم time expressions. Last night, yesterday, look, in 1612. Since, look, etc. Ago, last week, whatever. Circle the time expressions. دائرة. Why? لأنه مش نغش نصير نطلع على chart here. خلاص, you have to memorize. نحفظ. All right? So, and underline the verbs. We want to underline the verbs. Then indicate if the sentences are correct or incorrect. طبعا, if the verb matches the expression, we say correct. The verb doesn't match the expression, we say incorrect. Dr. Hiba, begin.
Hello, doctor. How are you?
Hello, I'm good.
Doctor, my colleague, Dr. Khulud, tried to enter, but cannot.
Well, I don't know what I can do for her. Dr. Khulud is always active and with us. I don't know.
Yes.
Can you try to send her the link,
Doctor, maybe.
Yeah, maybe what?
Maybe
Hello?
she use another link.
Yeah.
Another link, يعني?
Well, tell her to use our new link. Can you tell her the one that I sent on the, that I sent you?
Okay.
Please tell her that if you can send her the most recent link. I told you guys we have a problem at Yarmouk, a technical problem with e-learning. And I use e-learning, for Zoom, for our Zoom class. And e-learning is not working. That's why I had to do this. Okay? So I sent you guys a new link that I made, via my computer. يعني I hope you know you can
كانوا زي هيك بيرميشن دكتورة بدها بيرميشن إنك تسمحي لها تدخل هيك بيطلع لها.
Well, I don't see anything going on here. No one's asking me for permission. It's right in front of me. I don't see it.
أوكي
Tell her that I say she can come in.
بحكي لها.
I don't really have anything here that says that, you know, because everyone here, you know, yes, I got this request where, you know, this person needs to be admitted, you know, I admitted everyone, but I don't see it here. I don't know why. Maybe she's listen to me. She's using the wrong link. Believe me. Can you help her and give her the link again? The one that you have used to come in. I'm sure she's using the wrong link. Okay? Yeah. So please help her with that.
Okay, doctor. Number 5. I want to answer the number 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
The cashier put the money into the account 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago, simple past. But because irregular verb, so it's correct. Correct.
عادي يعني this is an irregular verb. الماضي ترى put present شكلها. put past ماضي عادي اللي هي معناها يضع. وput verb 3 نفس الشكل. put. اوكي طب كيف بنميز؟ well you guys السياق بيميز. يعني لما انا اقول جمله 2 hours ago اصلا هي معناها ماضي اذا هي ماضي. اوكي so the cashier اللي هي هو الشخص اللي بيشتغل على الكاش يعني the cashier in English we call them put وضع أو وضعت the money الفلوس into the account في الحساب 2 hours ago. I don't know whose account it is. I hope it's mine. All right. But this happened 2 hours ago. This is fine. يعني the use of ago is fine. Okay. And this is like in the past, it's fine. No problem. Thank you so much. Yes, you did a good job. Please help your friend, your colleague if you can.
Oh, yes, I will contact with him.
All right. Thank you. Dr. Ghait, you want to do one of these? Can't hear your voice,
Yes.
Dr. Ghait. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Number 3.
Have you finished your online class?
Yes, today early.
Early. Oh, early to bed, early to rise.
Because of the e-learning is stuck. So we postponed to Saturday. Today is.
Well, tell your professor I made my own link. And sent it to you guys.
There is a link, but we should practice on e-learning on the module. I mean, the module is stuck.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, if there's a module, the module is not working right now. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Yes. Number 3, the Pilgrims have arrived in the new world in 1612. I think is arrived without have. I think it's arrived without have.
Correct. So this sentence, the way it is, it's
remove have.
Yeah, but I mean the way it is, what do we say? Correct or because you have to say correct, incorrect. The way it is.
Incorrect. It's incorrect. Incorrect.
Yes, you are right. So the way it is right here, this is incorrect. And now since it's incorrect, you want to correct it, and you corrected it by removing have 100%. This is the best way to, you know, fix this problem because you don't want to play with this. Okay. So yes, the Pilgrims arrived. اللي هم guys, the Pilgrims مين هم? Do you know who they are? The Pilgrims? شو يعني Pilgrims؟ هاي لازم تعرفوها. العمرة على الأبواب guys. الناس عم بتروح عمرات الأيام هاي عم بسمع. حجاج. Yes, حجاج, the Pilgrims. Okay, but guess what? يعني الجماعة اللي هربوا من بريطانيا guys وراحوا على أمريكا عشان يعني يعتبروها وطنهم. All right, أول جماعة على سفينة اسمها the Mayflower. I don't know if you heard about this before. They were referred to as Pilgrims. كمان كان اسمهم Pilgrims. تعرفوا ليش؟ لأنه they ran away for religious purposes. يعني هربهم كان من بريطانيا لهالبلاد الجديدة اللي فيها Indians فيها الهنود الحمر. كان هربا فعليا بدينهم يعني خلينا نحكي بدهم يعني يمارسوا دينهم بالطريقة اللي هم يعني شايفينها مناسبة. And you know, the Catholic Church, الكنيسة الكاثوليكية, right? Or am I wrong, Dr. Ghaif? You know, forced them to practice, you know, or to do certain, you know, practices that they were against, you know, like they had to spend a lot of time in church, they had to pay, you know, like some kinds of taxes, etc. And you know, it was really things that they thought were not necessary. Okay. Yeah, anyway, so they ran away from England to the New World, اللي هي العالم الجديد. وقتها كان لسه ما كان مسمى حتى أمريكا يعني, you know, the New World. شايفين the New World؟ إذا بتشوفوا هاي العبارة the New World, it means America, but when America was not called America yet. Look at the date, شوفوا حتى التاريخ 12. Okay, so Dr. Khulud is in. So it seems she was, you know, clicking on the wrong link, the old one maybe. Got the idea? So the Pilgrims, هذول جماعة عاشوا زمان, طلعوا بأي عام when وراحوا على the New World in this year. So why present perfect? ما بدنا نربط ما بين الماضي والحاضر. في نتائج هلا لسه مستمرين. No, we don't want past perfect. So زي ما حكينا احنا in عام معين, past simple. We talk about a thing, that happened in the past and is, you know, as they say, long gone. انتهت. Okay, long gone means انتهى. So the Pilgrims, هذول الحجاج اللي من بريطانيا لأمريكا راحوا, you know, because they wanted to practice their religion their own way, you know, arrived, وصلوا in the new world, في العالم الجديد بهذا العام. We're talking about history. هون عم نحكي عن شغلات تاريخية, you know, about these people. All right, let's welcome, thank you, Dr. Ghaif. Let's have, who did not speak today? Dr. Dua, maybe? You did not answer any question, right?
Yes, right.
Go ahead.
I will answer number 7.
Number 7.
Are writing, yes, the students are writing many compositions lately. Lately need a past perfect.
Present.
So present perfect. Sorry. Yes, this is correct sentence.
This is correct.
Writing.
This is present continuous.
Oh, sorry.
It's continuous. Look at it.
Okay. صح.
Do you know in the present continuous what you can use? Who can tell me? يعني خلينا هم بصراحة ما شرحوا لنا present continuous, okay? المضارع المستمر. Look, guys, I am talking to you right now. I am
No.
Yes, now. Exactly.
Oh, yes.
Maybe now اللي هي كلمة الآن وعبارات فيها like at the moment في الوقت الحالي. كمان نوسع شوي, بنقدر نقول these days في الأيام هاي, you know, these days, all right? If you're not talking about, if you're not talking about just this moment, all right? So yeah, these are time expressions. طبعا والpresent continuous أنا حكيت لكم كمان شغلة تانية عنها خطيرة, إنه you can use it to talk about the
future.
The future.
Past, but something still have till now. يعني something, the behavior or the thing is still till now.
Listen, let me tell you something, Dr. Ghaib. It's used in 2 ways in the present. Present continuous is used in 2 ways. Sometimes you can say, I am speaking to you. This is actually happening now, okay? And it happens over a time period. You know that because we're talking about something in progress, okay? You know, our lesson does not take 2 minutes or a minute or a second, all right? Yeah, so this is a way. Another thing is to talk about something that is happening, you know, these days, not only exactly at this minute, okay? Sometimes you're not doing it even. Like, for example, let's suppose في واحد عنده ورشة دهان بالدار. Let's suppose خلينا نفترض, all right? إنه في واحد عنده ورشة دهان في الدار. مش هو حتى اللي بدهن, you know, بيجيب واحد يدهن, okay? بس يعني هاي الورشة راح تستمر عنده لمدة أسبوع. I can use the present continuous. You know, you can tell your friends. Don't visit me these days. Do you know why? Don't visit me. Someone, or there are painters, دهينة. You know, every day are coming and they are painting. مش معناها وانا عم بحكي انه هلا عم بدهنوا. They are paint these days. And you have to change the time expression. When بطل نستخدم now at the moment to هيك, we use these days, you know, for a week, you know, something like that, okay? So you have to be clear about this, but you can use it to talk about, we don't say now, about around now, حول الآن, all right? Yeah, so this is another way. The third way is to talk about the future. عادي, تركيبة بسيطة جدا, يعني اللي هي مثلا, for example, I am teaching you. هاي I am teaching you ما بتقدر تقول معناها الآن ولا بتقدر تقول معناها المستقبل. هي الأصل لما الواحد يقول I am teaching you it means now. لكن مجرد ما أحط tomorrow تخيلوا I am teaching you بطل يكون معناها إنه أنا عم بدرسكم، معناها سوف أدرسكم. نفس التركيب، نفس structure. To talk about future activities or plans, recent ones even. زي timetable، زي ترتيب معين إلك في بكرة بعد بكرة. So I am visiting the doctor tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Okay? تخيلوا I am visiting. But if you say I'm visiting the doctor, it means now. If you don't say tomorrow or like a week from now, you have to be clear with the time expression for the future. يعني لما بدك تدل على المستقبل put the time expression. That's why time expressions are so good. هذول العبارات اللي بتدل على الزمن كتير كمان بيساعدوا. Besides the fact that مرات الفعل بيساعد اوكي بس ما بيتوهنا لما يكون في time expression. لو ما سمعنا يعني واحد زي ما بقوله بيحكي بحاله مش واضح شو اللي حكاه بس مجرد ما يقول yesterday بعرف انه حكى past. مجرد ما قال by this year okay he said past perfect. all right, and they're helpful. يعني نص الكلام ما سمعته الأول لا النص الثاني سمعته. It helps understand what is going on and what went on. Okay, are we clear with this? فنرجع لجملة زميلتكم. She said the students are writing many compositions lately. يعني الطلبة هذول طلاب بشكله لأن I teach writing بدرس أنا كتابة okay at the English department and they write compositions. يعني compositions معناها essays مقالات okay about different topics. all right, and so on. So I can say this sentence about my students, okay? But so lately, I have to say the students have written لأنه كتبوا بلشوا كتابة من أول الفصل. all right? And ما شاء الله في تطور. هيني عم بورجيكم بالورق مثلا guess what? Let me show you something. So the bag next to me, well, it's kind of far away, a little bit, okay? It has lots of compositions that you don't want to see. You know why? Who knows why that you don't want to see? Who can give me an answer to why you don't want to see them? They are full of mistakes. Full. But I have some really great writers. يعني في عندي ما شاء الله مجموعة من الطلبة. They are essayists, Essayists means, ناس حريفة في كتابة الessays ما شاء الله. They learn quickly.
مقالين.
Yeah, some are really good, honestly speaking, but the bad ones are more. I'm sorry to say this, but it's true. So the students have written, okay? Many compositions lately. Lately with present perfect. ما أنا حكيت لكم عن lately معناها مؤخرا يعني إلهم فترة بلشانين ولهلا من فترة ممكن بداية إلها أسبوعين 3. أنا بالنسبة لي lately هاي بداية الفصل. حتى أنا أول أسبوعين من بداية الفصل ما بكتبهم بخليهم شوي to listen to look at my examples أورجيهم نماذج أمثلة. I do the writing. I just listen to their ideas and I write them, okay? And then after 2 weeks طبعا بعد أسبوعين no paragraphs, and then from paragraphs to compositions. Now they have written. They're working on essay number 3. You see, or composition number 3. So hopefully by the end of the semester, they will have written they will have written by the end of the semester, because the semester is in the future. They will have written. راح يكونوا قد كتبوا. Will have written. 5 compositions maybe. All right, and lots of paragraphs. All right. Okay, we want to move on to skill. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, Dr. Dua. I will listen to you when when we'll be working on skill 36. Okay.
Dr. Hassan. Okay, about the question 7. When we can use replace R by have been written.
You want to say the students have been writing, many have been writing. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's right. That's fine. That's
the same meaning. Yeah. Because listen, I'll tell you why. Present perfect and present perfect continuous, which we didn't take, ما أخذناها, could be, both used in some cases. يعني بعض الحالات بزبط التنتين لأنه شوفوا بالمعنى شو معناها. Okay. يعني I listen to you and I accept. Okay. All right. So the students احنا قلنا have written كتبوا many compositions, مجموعة من essays, compositions, essays يعني مقالات مؤخرا. all right.
وزميلتكم بتقول بصير نقول have been writing إلهم يعني عم بكتبوا many compositions. بصير يعني زي إنه you want to show duration، يعني هاي بس بتورجي duration اللي هي الفترة الزمنية، يعني it stresses the activity، بتركز كتير على العملية نفسها because in process true. لأنه فعليا أنا بصراحة الطالب بعطيه الأساي، بعمل له corrections وبقول له go home fix it and bring it back again. So I check it again. So I check again the third time. And the great thing is that so many people, they write better with time, and with the corrections, they working on the corrections. But a few people, يعني عدد قليل جدا هدول, I don't know why they are at Yarmouk studying, they shouldn't be there. Unfortunately, just a few, but most of the students, they develop, their writing skills, and they become a lot better than, when they came and, let me say, they started. Okay, are we clear? This is good. Thank you so much for the addition, Dr. Hita. Skill 36, use the correct tense with will and would. What does this mean? Will and would. Is there a difference between them? Let's take a look, guys. We hear them, both of them. Sometimes we hear people say will, some people say would. Is there a difference? Let's see. Of course, this would is the past of will in terms of form. In terms of form. يعني بالشكل. هاي ماضي هاي. بس بالاستخدام دائما معناها ماضي would. هاي will مستقبل. دائما مستقبل. I think this is always future, but how about this? It depends. Let me see what they're going to tell you about would. Certain combinations of verbs are very common in English. One is the combination of the simple present and will, a combination of them. Combination يعني إنه يكون بنفس الجملة. عندي combination يعني دمج بالsimple present اللي هي هاي I know، أنا أعرف okay. هاي أخذناها امبارح guys, yesterday. I know لأن it changes things فشكلها مش بس تستخدم لما نحكي I know what you did. تتذكروا قلنا I know بعرف شو عملت. كمان look see with the future I know إشي مستقبلي. هذا واحد زي ما بيقولوا عنده فراسة. I know أنا بعرف So I know that they will arrive soon. أنا بعرف زي كيف بنحكي بالعامية والله بعرف بعرف إيش that معناها أنه تعرفوا هاي بسموها that clause, all right? That إنه إيش they will arrive soon. راح يوصلوا قريبا. will arrive سوف يصلون يعني باللغة الفصحى okay. soon معناها قريبا في المستقبل. soon هاي عائد دائما على المستقبل soon, all right? So good sentence. It is certain. طلعوا it is certain. من المؤكد it is certain إنه شيء أكيد يعني شيء أكيد that أنه إيش he will graduate إنه راح يتخرج. ما شاء الله our students nowadays are all preparing for graduation, right? إن شاء الله the hard workers graduate and enjoy their graduation this semester. So it is certain إن شاء الله على الأكيد. إحنا بنحكيها لطلابنا right. إن شاء الله على الأكيد that you will graduate إنه رح تتخرج أنت we say this فإحنا we use now verbs okay like this. نستخدم أفعال بهاي الطريقة لنقدم المستقبل present verbs إن شاء الله على الأكيد we say على الأكيد. كلمة إن شاء الله لابد منها كمان right على الأكيد you will graduate. It is certain that you will graduate. I know that you will graduate. We say this. You know why we say this? We say this to people as a method of encouragement. صح ولا لا؟ نستخدم هاي الأساليب كأسلوب للتشجيع, right? Although they hold the future, يعني فيهم مستقبل, بس هاي أساليبنا في التشجيع, and because we're positive, ولأنه نحن مالنا إيجابيين, all right? That's why we use this style. Another combination, دمج آخر, that is quite common, شائع كمان, of the simple past and would. كمان زي ما هو هذا الدمج شائع present to future, present and future بهاي الطريقة. يكون عندي إيش what past and would, okay. I knew والله عرفت. كيف لما نقول عرفنا؟ والله عرفت إنه الأرجنتين حتفوز I knew that Argentina would win. So lots of people say that, something like that, okay. I knew that he would arrive. واحد وصل ها وما كنا متوقعين maybe ناس تانيين ما كانوا متوقعين كتير you know بس واحد بيقول لك no I knew he would arrive والله عرفت إنه حيوصل رح يجينا you know حيزورونا alright or something like that. So we use this you know method okay of speaking alright. It was certain كان من المؤكد that he would graduate. So this is like these are ways that in which we can use will, we can use would, okay? Just you know make sure that you know them, you're familiar with them. الفكرة من هذا الدرس guys just to be familiar نكون إنه ما نشعر إنه هذا غريب الاستخدام alright. إنه في عندي والله present tone with future مثلا like that okay. Just be used to understand what it means. يعني هذا الدرس بيعتمد على you know you understanding the meaning of the sentences okay. So it is important to stress that in the combination discussed here, the present should be used with will. The present is with will. And past should be used with would. So we have past with would and present with will. Okay? They generally should not be mixed. مش خلطة يلا نفكر إنه I know ممكن تيجي مع would أو العكس كذلك. All right? Something of that kind. So this is not acceptable. Be careful. Okay? So we want to go to the next page. And we have some examples to discuss, and then we have the chart, and then we'll take our break, hopefully, after we do some exercises. Let me enlarge this a bit. So the common errors, الأخطاء الشائعة, generally, must generally be avoided. لازم إنه بشكل عام نحاول إيش to avoid them. Avoided means نتجنبها. Why? Are the combination of the past with will. كتير ناس بيغلطوا بيحطوا past مع will. هذا الحكي ما بصير. And the combination of the present with would. وpresent مع would ما بصير. Like look, these are the examples which have mistakes. هذول أخطاء بيغلطوا فيهم يعني الناس, all right? I know that he would arrive. No, you cannot say this. I know that he will arrive with no will all the time soon. So مش والله حيالله هاي بتزبط ولا هاي بتزبط. No. Be careful. So when you say something like this, I know, you have to use will. It was certain, past. It was certain كان على من الأكيد أو على الأكيد that he what? Fix it. Would graduate. Okay? That's about the past. هاي كل هالجملة عن شغلة بالماضي صارت. All right? In the first example, the present no is illogical with would. It can be corrected in two different ways. هاي ممكن نظبطها بطريقتين. Obviously واضح. يا بنحط هون إيش؟ أنتوا احكوا لي. Tell me. What are we going to put here? يا بنصحح بنترك هاي زي ما هي وهاي شو بنعمل؟ new. مش جديد. ديروا بالكم new يعني عرفت
عارفة
N-E بدل الأو بإي بس بتصير new ومعناها عرفته. كنت بعرف يعني باختصار شديد you know. I knew that he would arrive. or طبعا بنخليها هاي المنطقة زي ما هي هاي الاريا وهاي نقلبها ل will. okay. هاي شايفين I knew that he would arrive. I know that he will. So it's either this or that. Okay. Here نفس الشيء over here guys. Okay. يعني you want to correct. This is how you correct. Look, it was certain. هاي المistake I know. Where is it guys? Sorry. It was certain that he will. Was with will is wrong. So it was certain that he would graduate, or you can make this it's present. Okay, make this present وخلص. Okay, it is certain that he will graduate. على أكيد راح يتخرج. All right. So يعني it's a you know baby skill. Let me say a little skill there you know just to remind you of general things about you know will and would. Okay, أشياء معينة حول will and would لأنه في ناس الظاهر قلت لكم أنا ليش عملوا هاي الskills بهاي الطريقة. Lots of people, let me say, made this mistake. يعني, you know, students take exams that study English, all right? And they've made these mistakes a lot. And because of these mistakes that were, you know, that happened repetitively, okay? These skills were, let me say, structured in this kind of way. ماشي? All right. So will, after the present, do not use with past, will. Would after the past يعني the verb that should be used is in the past. الفعل اللي بده يجي قبلها اللي بنقدمها فيه بده يكون past. Do not use it with present. ما نستخدمها مع ال present زي ال examples اللي هون guys. All right. يعني I don't know. I just love learning through examples. التعليم من خلال الأمثلة أنا بفضله كتير على ال rules. rules are easier to be learned. القوانين والأنظمة والتعليمات هاي أنا برأيي بتصير أسهل تعلمها when you understand, how something is used in sentences and, among people. يعني كيف إنه شائع، كيف الاستخدام, that's, I think, the best way. All right. And the problem with our, let me say, I'm sorry to say this, but the problem with our learning system, ليه إحنا عندنا مشكلة, when it comes to English with our, students, at school, although they've been taking English from grade, maybe kindergarten, till, توجيهي, all right, till 12th grade, and probably after at university, it's because the system that, or the way that they are taught is through the grammar translation method, which focuses on اللي بيركز على التعليمات and then examples. حتى والله the examples, they don't apply to the rules. I'm sorry to say this, but I've seen it, with my own eyes, as they say, The best way to teach a language is through speech, through sentences and examples, and then you talk about the rules, all right? This is what I think. This is my opinion.
دكتورة
Yeah.
would هنا بيجي ايش معناها؟
وينها؟ Where?
بحسب القاعدة هاي نفس معنى will كمعنى.
Oh, you're talking about this?
No, in any sentence, I mean.
Huh?
In any sentence, he know that he knew that he would arrive soon. So the meaning of would here, what the meaning for the would?
Well, there is.
I knew
okay. It was certain that he would graduate. Huh? Like this was, future, but we're talking about this future that has turned into past. Okay? إنه كان راح يتخرج. All right? That's what it really means. Okay? I knew that he was going to graduate. It really means that. Okay? Like when you say, Dr. Wright, when you say that he was going to graduate, I knew that. It's the same. يعني المقابل له خلينا نعطيك إياها بالإنجليزي أحسن. It was certain that he was going to graduate. Is this clear to you when you say he would graduate? He was going. إنه راح كان معروف إنه راح يتخرج. All right? That's really
يعني جملة I know that he would arrive soon. كنت بعرف إنه كان بده يجي.
Yeah.
ولا
Yes, exactly. All right. So it's like you shift. يعني هاي حالة كانت هي مستقبل, بس because it turned into the past, you're talking about it in this kind of way.
Okay.
So I hope, that's clear. Sometimes when you flip language, it's not exactly, like the Arabic language, a lot of things disappear and change, the meaning of sentences, because my major is all about this, that when, literature, when you kind of translate metaphors اللي هي تشبيهات, it loses, the metaphors lose all the meaning, or let me say most of the meaning. Even in Arabic, when you translate Arabic into English, when there are lots of metaphors, تشبيهات ومجازات, things like that, the meaning that it has is lost in the translation sometimes. All right. Anyway, let's take a look here, guys. Each of the following sentences, كل الجمل التالي, guys, contain will or would. فيهم will أو فيهم would. Underline the verbs twice and decide if the meanings are logical. يعني I want you to understand that would is the past of will. ماضي will. Okay? Like when it becomes past. All right? Then indicate if the sentences are correct or incorrect. وبعدين نقول if the sentences are incorrect or correct. Hands up, Dr. Khulud. Why do I only have a few? يا جماعة, do you want me to tell you something like you tell your students? The participation grade, do you want it? I don't want to threaten you. I want you guys to enjoy these classes, but try to, Dr. Asim, Dr. Ali, come on, Dr. Afnan, raise your hands sometimes and be helpful. So, yeah, we're going to be listening to Dr. Khulud. Which one have you chosen?
Number 3. Sorry.
Yeah, number 3, yeah.
Yeah. Paula did not say when she will finish the project. Paula did not say, it's in the past. We should use would instead of will.
Good.
So Paula did not say when she would finish the project.
Yeah, see, Dr. Ghaith, for example, this Paula did not say. ما قالت, ما حكت. When she would. متى حتخلص المشروع. بس about something in the past. يعني now it's past.
Yes.
When she would متى سوف تنهي, even it has the same meaning. It has the same meaning, but still now it is in the past. يعني the whole sentence was sometime in the future, and it was future, you know, but now it happened. Okay, and it's kind of like we're describing it, okay, or talking about it, about this incident, which was supposed to be in the future. So Paula did not say ما حكت لنا when she would متى سوف تنهي مشروعها. Okay, طبعا now this happened and this happened, by the way. هاي خلصت وهاي خلصت كمان, you know, just to let you know, it's not future anymore. Okay, so another sentence, let's do another one. So past with past. Thank you, Dr. Khulud, you did an amazing job. Who did not say a word today? Dr. Islam, I think you didn't say anything today.
مساء النور دكتورة.
أهلا وسهلا. بالخير.
Yes, I will select number 6.
Go ahead. 6 is for you.
Yes, the police officer indicated that he would write a ticket if he has the time. It's correct.
Yes. The police officer indicated, like said, that he would, because it's past, write a ticket if he, you know, has the time, that he would do that if he has the time. All right. Okay. I don't know if it's like if he had the time would have been better, right? But maybe because, you know, it is the way it is. The focus is on the police officer indicated that he would write a ticket, you know, like whenever he has the time, you know, maybe that's why. Okay. All right. So this is fine. This area is okay. And no problems with this. One more, Dr. Ruba. I probably did not hear you today. One more, and then we'll stop for a break. And then come back for revision. The revision is optional, by the way. Okay?
Yes, please. Okay, I select number 8. He told me that he thought he will get the job in spite of his lack of education. I think it's would better than will. It's incorrect.
Yeah.
He would get the job in spite of his lack of education.
Yeah, he told me that he thought he would get the job in spite of his lack of education. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah. So he told me that he thought he would get the job, right? You want to change this, right? And I think I'm just thinking about this sentence, guys, okay? I'm thinking about this too, okay? That's why we want to change this to had also, okay? This over here, 6. So let's go back to these. So if we have more than one verb, guys, because it's illogical, honestly speaking, I'm thinking about it, you know? Even if we have more than one verb, it should be in the suitable tense. يعني بالفعل المناسب. يعني here, guys, we want to use, for example, we have he indicated, okay? He would. Well, this has to be past now, okay? So if he had the time. So not only one verb should be changed, like we have more than one over here, but we have to change them all. And here too, you were doing 8, right, Dr. Dua?
Ruba.
Dr. Ruba, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Dr. Ruba, he told me that he thought he would, of course, get the job in spite of his lack of education. So would, true, and everything
Well, it is
fine.
a possibility.
What is possible? You want to change it in a different way?
What?
Do you want to change it in a different way?
No.
Okay, I think it's the best way. Do you know why? Because if you want to think about another way, you're going to mess up the world, because there are lots of verbs. Look, thought, told, will, see? So yes, the best way to, you know, is just to say he would get the job in spite. In spite means, بالرغم من his lack of education. طبعا معنى الجملة, guys, I forgot to translate. He told me that هو أخبرني that he thought إنه هو اعتقد he will get the job. هيحصل على العمل، راح يحصل على العمل. ولاحظوا لأنه past هذول عم بحكي عن وضع ماضي، so ما بنحط future، بنحط would. Okay? Despite بالرغم من his lack of education، قلة يعني تعلمه، أو الفكرة إنه ما معاه شهادة، يعني باختصار شديد لما نقول in spite of his lack of education maybe he does not have a degree، ما معاه شهادة أو qualifications، يعني مؤهلات مناسبة، هيك يعني المقصود. you know مين هم هدول اللي بيحصلوا على وظائف يعني ما بتناسب you know the qualifications تبعهم. جماعة الواسطة right yeah. All right, so for now I hope that everything was clear. بس نرجع مرة تانية أكد على هاي الجملة اللي شوي تركنا واحدة من الأفعال هون. So the police officer قلنا الشرطي indicated it's in the past في الماضي. شو what did he indicate? That you know he would, because would we said it needs what? Past you know simple verbs. All right, write a ticket if he has the time. طبعا not if he has the time, if he had the time. لأنه حتى ممكن مرات نقول if he had the time لو كان عنده الوقت. The police officer you know indicated that he would, let me say, write a ticket. So like I said guys, past and here it has to be past. كله ماضي. Okay, the police officer indicated he would, and then over here had the time. Okay, so all past, all present. خلينا على هاي الفكرة because I think this is the best way to answer the questions. Okay, نعطيكم break for 15 minutes or 10 minutes. How long do you want it? 10 or 15 guys?
10 minutes.
10 minutes and then come back. Okay, we want to do a revision. ما راح ناخذ دروس جديدة احنا. هلا بدي اطلع معاكم انا وياكم هيك بشكل سريع على the old skills that we took. Okay, so enjoy your 10 minutes and we'll meet you guys in 10 minutes. Okay, same link. I hope you don't have a problem, the recent one. Okay, see you later. Bye bye.